Good afternoon, everyone. Dawn White with PennLive here. You can see over my shoulder right there, that is a AAA tow truck, and that is because I'm here at AAA Central Penn in Harrisburg talking about a new study that is underway right now. It's a 5-year study, and AAA is 2 years into it. And for more on this, I'm joined now by Donnie Lee Spiegel, spokeswoman with AAA Central Penn. Thanks for joining us. We hope the rain will hold out. So the study that AAA is doing, what is the study and what is the reason that prompted it?
Yeah, well, this was a study performed by the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety. It's a longitudinal study. Like you said, it's a 5-year report following thousands of senior drivers throughout the U.S. So we know that by 2030, 70 million people aged 65 and older, with the baby boomers getting older, will be on the road. So we're just trying to raise awareness, and we want to remind people for the first time nationwide to start planning for your driving retirement. Just as we do for financial retirement, it's kind of a new idea, but we think it's something that's very important and can save a lot of lives.
And what are some of the things that AAA sorry, there's a bee flying around that just got in my face. What are some of the things that you're looking at in the study?
So the most recent report we just put out found that almost 83% of senior drivers is not having conversation about staying safe behind the wheel. We find that these people are safe drivers. They know the law, they follow the law pretty well, but the problem is, as people age, things like your eyesight, your hearing, your flexibility, your muscle growth, things like that, it affects your driving. So the whole idea with this report is just to get people talking about it, how to have the conversation. There's just a lot of questions around it.
And what are some signs that, if you have an older parent, that you should look for, or if you're in that age range yourself, that it's time to get ready for to retire your driving?
Well, that's a challenging thing, to find out when to have the conversation. When do you talk about, giving up the keys? Because there's no magic number, there's no set age, and the problem is the small amount of people that are having the conversation, they're doing so after there is an incident, like you said, like for something to happen, for there to be an accident or get a traffic citation, or unfortunately get hurt or injured or something like that. That's unfortunately too late to have the conversation. You want to start early. So we tell people, as you're planning for retirement from your job, a financial retirement, as we mentioned earlier, that's a good time to start just having the conversations. Find out what's important to them, what type of ailments they're having. With medical advances today, automotive technologies that are out there, people are driving a whole lot longer than we used to, which is a good thing, and that's what the report's about, trying to keep senior drivers safer so they can stay mobile longer, keep them behind the wheel. A past study found that when people give up their keys, they're 2 times more likely to develop depression and 5 times more likely to go into a long-time care facility, which are things that we want to prevent. So it's just having that conversation, and the big part is finding out what other options are there. There's a ton of options today to stay mobile. Getting rides, there's mobile sharing, taxi cabs, buses, there's a lot more public transportation, and then there's places that have other facilities and transportations for seniors, like if you're at a retirement community, getting to your appointments that you need to go to the clubs you want to do, and just keep people mobile and social longer.
Yeah, especially in metropolitan areas like this. There's a lot with public transit in Harrisburg, York, Lancaster.
Definitely, yes, there definitely are. We just went through it with my grandmother down in York. There's a lot of options that we have, and it's just a matter of reviewing them with her, reminding her of them, and practicing it. I love Uber, but I can't expect her to download the app and just do it. So it's just a matter of sitting down and spending the time with her to show her how to do it and how easy it could be.
Couple comments we have. Kevin McCarthy saying, here we go, take your license when you get older. That's not what you all are trying to do. It's more about safety and prevention.
Yes, education. Another part of it is that with the automotive technologies, there's a lot of new tools out there that can keep seniors safer longer, but do they know how to use them? Do they know their car even has them? That was the first part of our study. They're buying vehicles with these safety technologies. They don't know about them. They don't know how to use them. So someone's going to have to spend the time to teach them how to do that. Not only that, there's a lot of aftermarket products, inexpensive items that they can buy to keep them safer, which we can talk about that later.
And Phyllis Moyer says, yes, older drivers don't text and drive on phones like the younger drivers do as much.
Yeah, that's a great point though too.
And speaking of that, we have some goodies down here with looks like our bee friend is in the trunk.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll stay there.
We're getting more. I see 2 of them now. So
Oh,
that's wonderful. So what we have here are some of the aftermarket products that I referenced to. Now, a lot of these things you can find anywhere: Walmart, Target, automotive stores. Some of the weird ones that you can't find, AAA Central Penn offices have some of them. So just to let you know. So for example, we have the wedge seat. Something as simple as this is much better than using a sofa cushion or a phone book. And that way when you hit your brake, you're not flying into the steering wheel.
This looks cool. That one over there, it actually moves.
Oh, this one is my favorite. So for folks that have arthritis or hip pain, to get swivel in and out of the car, you just sit down and it makes it a whole lot easier. And accompanied with the leg lifter, this helps to get your feet up into the car or out of the vehicle. And those are some things that seniors say, you know, is a problem for them. As you get older and develop arthritis, you have certain aches and pains. Now, one of my favorite, and one that you don't see a whole lot, is the handy bar. This simple little contraption is a seatbelt handy bar. When you clip it on your seatbelt, you can easily reach it. So for the seniors that stop wearing their seatbelt, they tell us it's because they can't reach it, or if they can reach it, they don't have the strength to pull it. So this little device, maybe $5 at AAA, can help save lives.
You said people can also find these online. AAA doesn't carry all of them. You do carry some of them.
Yes, that's correct. A lot of them are online. And I'll give you some quick reference on some of the other ones. So this is the handy bar. There's a couple different variations of these. As you see in the picture, it just gives an older person some extra leverage to get in and out of the car. You have the blind spot mirror. It just gives you more visual when checking your rear view mirrors to eliminate your blind spots. And the simple thing like a cozy for your seatbelt. If it's cut into your neck, this could make it more comfortable so you don't stop wearing your seatbelt. Same for the steering wheel cover. That can give you extra grip.
And then a hole-in-one key holder.
Yeah, so this is great for people that have a hard time unlocking their door or their deadbolt. When you put the key on here, it gives you extra leverage to get that key turned in a tough lock.
And then something we were talking about earlier, public transportation in cities. So if older person lives in a more rural area, sorry, I just got
The bee?
Yeah, the bee just hit me in the face again. We're braving it for you to bring the story.
It's an important story.
That's right. So if you're in a rural area where there's lots of bees, if you're in a rural area, maybe where there's not public transportation, what do you suggest that older people could do with driving?
Well, definitely planning. Planning makes a big difference. If you know you have an appointment, you start making calls ahead of time to make sure that you're there on time. Call your friends and family and reach out to the people around you for help. I think there's a lot of different options. It's a matter of knowing what they are, who they are, making a list, and just keeping your options open. Like we said, we want to try to keep people mobile. That's the point of it. We're all living longer today thanks to advanced medical technologies that are out there, so might as well make the best of it and try to stay safe on the roads. I did forget to mention in 2016 more than 200,000 senior drivers were injured in a driving accident, and unfortunately more than 3,500 of them were killed. So the main point of this is try to drop those numbers. As more older people are driving, we want to see those numbers drop with that. So
okay, well, thanks very much, Donnie Lee, for joining us and braving all the bees out here that are attacking us.
Yeah, no, we're lucky to get some today.
And a print version of the story will be on PennLive.com around 9 or 10 tomorrow, kind of recapping some of the statistics that Donnie Lee was talking about, also the tips for older drivers, and the products down there where you can get them. So have a fantastic day, everyone.